and go.
Thank you so much for this honor. When I was in Minnesota walking to my hotel, Kyle Raymaker saw a man begging for food. That's when I saw a problem, world hunger. I thought it was a big deal at the time. I knew I had to take action. Once I got back to my hotel, it was time to go back to my real house in Milwaukee. On the ride home, I told my mom and dad about the problem I had seen. Once we got home, our whole family went on the internet and did some research on world hunger, a large problem that I had seen. I noticed that so many people die from world hunger every day and it needed to be stopped. I was walking to my hotel in Minnesota. I saw a weak man begging for food. His little girl, as quick as I could, I went and bought food for them. And that's when I noticed a huge problem, world hunger. When I got back to the hotel, it was time to go back to my real house in Milwaukee. During the car ride, I told my mom and dad about the problem. My mom said, "You can't help much, Kyle. All you can do is really donate money." I said, I can do lots more, and I will. So when we got home, I convinced my whole family to do some research on world hunger. I found out that lots of people die from world hunger every day. I knew something had to be done. I went down to my basement to draw out a plan. This is what I drew up with my brother Jared. First get money from fundraiser. Then we had to get volunteers to help my cause. After that, I had to gather lots of food to give out. Then we had to put the plan into action by giving out all the food and donations we had gathered. My mom said that it sounded like a great plan. This is when we really put the plan into action with giving the food out around local areas. Me and all the volunteers were buying lots of canned goods and corn, like corn and green beans. Once we were done shopping, we went to Milwaukee and started to hand out some food to the hungry in Milwaukee. Soon we would try to help all of Wisconsin. Then we had another fundraiser and started to collect donations again to get enough money to get more food and tickets to Africa. After that, we had enough money to go around the world, and that's exactly what we did. One time in Africa, a whole family came up and thanked me. They said that they would have starved if I hadn't come. At last, we had solved world hunger. When I was telling the story in my speech, I had almost cried. When the speech was over, I thought about what I had done. I hadn't done much. I just solved the problem that I thought had to be solved. We should all do our part, like solving a problem, giving money, or a donation. I thought for a while. I guess I had done something big. That's how I solved world hunger and did what it was my job to help.
Students, please pardon me.